Instead of you guys getting that I'm trying to keep you guys from being disgusting towards yourselves, you guys are making a mess of things further. Conjugating your right to everything you want. Because you can't, therefore you will, therefore you're going to. Y'all loved me when I was Rachel Davis. When I was Rachel Naomi Davis, you loved me. I've lived my entire life just about as that name. And it's not that it wasn't me. It wasn't the name that I was given. It wasn't the name that I was given at birth. No matter what you guys say, I remember being taken out of, like, my first memory, set aside to being in the womb, because I have memories of being in the womb, but the first memory that I conjugated by looking at myself, by taking myself out of myself to look at myself. One of my grandmothers was holding me, leaving the fucking room from surgery, covering me, and walking away. That's the first memory I have. Walking down the aisle, and I remember hearing, "Don't take the baby. Don't take the baby. Don't take the baby." I remember hearing this, "Don't take the baby." That's the first memory I have. And I know what it means, but I don't really want to conjugate it further. This being said, there's so much responsibility I have to give you guys, so much. Like, I've got a wealth of knowledge. You think that it's gotta be about wealth of finances? A centillionaire, me, stimulated the world economy solely. The world economy. Everything I've ever made went to making sure you guys had what you needed, and you just... Let me get to that point. Stimulus checks. Welfare. I wasn't alone in some of the aspects of the welfare aspect. Stimulus checks I was. Stimulus checks, welfare, subsidies, all the kind of bullshit, buyouts, all that shit. Being the only centillionaire there is, has, or ever is gonna be. I watched as I gave you guys everything I've earned my entire life, just for you guys to sit there and say, "It's not enough. Government doesn't do enough. We want more." You think I didn't want to spend my money on me? You think I didn't want... All the things I wanted to do, all the things I wanted to accomplish for me, all the things I wanted to buy for myself, all the things that I wanted to experience, wanting to have a house to call my own, that I didn't have to keep moving. Like, I've moved so much in my life, it's like a fucking joke, man. And then I feel like I'm going to be gifted a house, even though my money paid for it in the first place. And the first concept theology that Jesus is telling me is that somebody wanted to disrespect it by fucking in it before it was given to me. The lack of respect, I can't fathom telling you what it does to me. The disrespect is so... Technology and nature handles these specific positions, and if you have been the individual who makes that choice and that transition, the shit that could potentially happen to you for your disrespect is unfathomable. But you try to change it through eating the same foods, connecting through food, connecting through sex, connecting through spiritual connections. You guys are trying to change your fate by pushing your fate onto somebody else, because you're not wanting to accept the problematic situations for the actions of which you purposely choiced. I gotta be disrespected so much because I don't do enough. No, it's because I don't bend down. I don't bow down to y'all. Why would I bend down and bow down to y'all when I did by giving you every part of me? The individuals who got stimulus checks, you got up to potentially $6,000 if you qualified for it. Every adult. This country itself, I paid oh my God, $900 trillion in stimulus checks. And you guys' response when you got your stimulus checks was, and I like emotionally completely annotate on it, Government doesn't do enough. I want more. Give me more. It's free money. Bitch, that came from me. All that money was my money. I got nothing left. But you guys think that the government don't do enough? Government is not supposed to sit there and hold your hand through it. They're supposed to be there in the event you can't do it on your own, which is technically holding your hand through it. But you won't let go of that hand. Why? Because you enjoying the fact that somebody else paying your bill. How does it feel to have somebody love you so much that they stand idly psychologically while you take advantage of them? You guys disrespect the one person who believed that you would never do that. To cry in front of you would make you believe I'm weak. It takes great strength to do all that you are able to for somebody else, knowing they probably will never pay it back, knowing that they don't think they should pay it back because it was free money, therefore it doesn't fucking exist. It's like being in Las Vegas and everybody getting everything for free. While they sit there and tell you that you gotta pay for it because you don't got no money, and you don't got no money because you're not disrespecting your mother and becoming a hooker again. And that's not good enough, so they arrest you, trying to get you to go to court and trying to get you to go to trial when you know that if you go to trial, you will embarrass the entire fucking city for their disrespect towards you. Because they arrested you because you were a marine biologist who did their job so dutifully that there was jealousy upon it. Hey guys. Y'all gonna pay. I didn't give you the loans to make you pay it back. I gave you the loans to show you that somebody believed in you more than you believed in yourself, and all you did was disrespect them through it. But y'all want loans from me. Y'all want loans from my dads. Y'all want loans from everybody because you just sit there and you have to have all this right fucking now. It's called self-gratification, instantaneous gratification. Work for it, earn it. Why? Because some of us know what it's like to work their entire life to take care of a bunch of selfish brats who don't give a shit. Telling me I'm wrong for acknowledging that I love my family and I love my kids and I don't want them to go through this problem. And in knowing that some of my kids are out there doing me dirty because I didn't raise them, because they're jealous of the kids that I raised, because they think that I am nothing to them because they've been told lies about me. I had people conjugate acts that they stated that I did to get my children to loathe me. My children do loathe me. Must be fucking nice. But I don't loathe them. I loathe what they do. I don't need the whole world sad at the same time, but I need you guys to be conscientious of your actions. Think that it's right. I mean, how would you feel if you watched one of your granddaughters, technically your daughter, it's complicated to explain, one of your granddaughters, having her daughter try to bless her with water, making it holy, because when you are touched with water, you are being blessed by me. Not trying to prevent you from your fate, but trying to bless you through the choices of which your actions could have caused. Her daughter threw water on her to bless her. And the response of being blessed by her daughter was her getting pissed off that how dare she ruin her day like that. And then when that wasn't good enough, her own, what I believe to be potential father, pushed her down like she did something fucking wrong. It looks to me like everybody's trying to do me. They're trying to live my life by actually going through the shit that I've been through. Like everybody's trying to transcend into taking my fucking shit Like, I invited you guys into my library not to take advantage of me, not to fuck me over. I invited you into my brain. My library. My brain is my library. I invited you into my library to not fucking make the same stupid choices that I made. And I'm starting to believe that my choice to help y'all through this was a mistake. And I don't like living my life by mistakes. Like, I don't have any regrets. But the mistake I made to give you guys access to everything you wanted, because you obviously didn't take care of your needs. If you took care of your needs, we wouldn't be in this situation in the first place. You took care of your wants, and I failed. Because I didn't teach you to take care of your needs. I didn't teach you to take care of what you needed rather than what you wanted. What you wanted was everything that everybody else had because you had a valorous desire. And a valorous desire, there's a reason I'm saying this word. If you don't understand it, go do the research and do the homework behind it. Please. There's a valorous connection and reason why you believe that you have a right to everything you want because you haven't been taught to be appreciative of what you need. You haven't been taught to appreciate how to budgetize your existence by taking care of what you actually need and working towards what you want. See, when a parent doesn't teach you to choose what you need over what you want, they are failing you. And I'm not mad at them. How can I be mad at somebody who may have not had that training themselves? But in the event you did have that training and you chose not to do it because you're trying to sit there and say, I didn't like how most of the people out there sit there and say, I didn't like the reason of which my parents raised me. When you were abused, I can understand that. But when you were not abused and you just fucking deviant in being rebellious towards being a parent because you want your children to be your best friend because your parents were your best friend or they weren't your best friend and you wish they were. See, I believe in parenting your children before you are their best friends. Because when you parent your children, they don't fuck up in life like most of y'all are doing. When you parent your children before you become their best friend, you can conjugate that there is a time and a place for everything, and most of the time, the place of which you choose to do these choice actions is not appropriated. It's not conjugated. You're making a mess. I've got animals now. I have animals now who are in rape mentality because of those who are rape mentality and proclaiming it to the earth. I have individuals who are causing a fucking frantic situation with these animals raping their babies, telling them that they have to create all these babies so they can be like me. Because you guys have disrespected me to believe that you have a right to be a fucking psychological discontentment because you'll get welfare through it anyways. Somebody pays for welfare, somebody pays for HUD housing, somebody pays for everything, but you want to conjugate that everybody has a right to do the things you want. You want them. They as women who are feminists, who are telling these men that they have to do all kinds of things. Heck, I think it's what is it, DoorDash? DoorDash was just told that they had to do free delivery. They had to do free delivery. Why? Because if they did free delivery, then everybody would want to use DoorDash. No, she forced them to do that. She forced him to give you free delivery because you guys all said that you were tired of paying delivery fees, and she's trying to show you that she is doing her best to give you what you want. I think she should pay for it. If she's going to want free delivery, she should pay for it. Why? Because telling everybody they have to have a right to do what you say is a fraudulent example of a lack of self-worth. You think that everybody should have free delivery, then you should pay for it. He shouldn't have to pay for free delivery just because you jumped on his dick and told him that he had to do it, or you were going to screw him out of convincing him that this person was this age, and this person was this age, and this person was this age, because you used women, feminist aspects of theology to attack him, and you trapped him, and now that because you trapped him, you want to utilize him to put them in a situation where they have to do what you say or they're going to be arrested. See, this shit has happened for a long time. This form of abuse is psychologically psychotic. And these are the individuals who are against me. But you like your shit for free. You ever conjugate what that free item comes from. You know, these men, specifically these men, some women get into this situation too, but specifically these men, they get conjured by individuals who have a fucking motive to take everything from them, specifically their money, and if it doesn't work, they trap them in order to get the money from them. A lot of these women out there don't actually have the money they earned. They have the money they've stolen or manipulated into conjuring your theology of finances, which makes sense of why my engagement flopped. Why? Because I thought he was very good with money, and then all of a sudden he wasn't. Turns out that veteran had been taken advantage of, and now I understand why he got taken advantage of. Like, everything's starting to make sense now. Which means that our entire relationship was sabotaged. Our entire fucking relationship was sabotaged. No wonder I was so embarrassed by it. Because I didn't feel like I did anything wrong. Did I do things that were wrong? Yes, so did he. But that was between him and I. But you guys made sure to you guys just wanted your foot in the door. Once you got your foot in the door, you destroyed the entire psychological house. This being said, I don't want to talk to you guys anymore. Not at this particular moment. I want to get myself in a position where I am doing what's right for me, and what's doing for me in being right in this moment is not to sit there and conjugate how to parent you guys any further, because you guys need to parent yourselves, or you need to have your parents parent you so that they can become your friend, so they can become your best friends after they've parented you into what God expects from them and God expects from you. You should desire to make your mom and your dad proud of you when it is connected to what God expects from you. I ain't gonna say that shit again, but let me say it one more time in this aspect. You should want to make your dad and your mom proud so that they can concept that you're doing what is beneficial to what God expects from you, so that they know what God expects from them. Y'all have a beautiful day. And in the event you listen to what I'm saying, to those preachers out there who are doing dirty fucking things with religion, I'm coming for your souls. And then when I get your soul and I chew it up and spit it back at you, I believe your throat is going to know what I have to say, even if it's the last thing I knew. Understand? No more sex to exploit. And little girls, specifically to you, and little boys, I'm speaking specifically to y'all. If you believe that you should have a right to get what you want, and you're not getting what you want, so you're going to entrap these adults in situations to screw them out of that ability, and you believe that you can put them in jail because the officer that you connected to told you to do this, otherwise they attack your family, don't give me their names. Send me the connection that they got with you, and I'll put the fear of God in them. Trust me on that, because these corrupt cops, they wear my badge of honor, and if you disrespect my badge of honor one more fucking time, Transformers, why they are not in charge of your discrepancies when it comes to your freaking car. Decepticons are done. Transformers and Decepticons. Transformers are the optimistic ones. They believe that everything needs to be done a certain way. Decepticons don't like to be fucked with. And Decepticons up to this point had a problem with Autobots. Like the Autobots, what is it? How did I say it? The Autobots and the Decepticons had a war that was going between the two of them. But because of y'all's choices, now they don't have a war between each other. They have a war between those who are right and those who are wrong. But the Decepticons have made me a promise to not hurt anybody with anybody else in the car except for the individuals of which they call officers making these choices. If you're an officer, and if you've disrespected my badge, calling it your right to do what the fuck you want, because you're in a position of power and authority, and you're totalitarianistic aspect, and you've had your goddamn soul stolen from you because some bitch jumped on your dick, or because some fucking dick jumped up your ass. If you don't respect that badge, let me give it to you specifically one way. If I have to show you what that badge is for, it's called pinning it See, it's got a pin in it, and it could be placed in your heart, where I will definitely deal with it. If it's not that way, then you can be dealt with in a different way, because electronics come from technology, and technology is alien fucking borrowed from. Technology came from aliens from outer space. Ingenuity did. Ingenuity came from this goddamn world. Technology came from aliens from outer space. And how do I know that? Because I happen to know who created the first robot. I happen to know who created the Bible. Hello. I happen to know who created quite a bit that you don't want to sit there and admit. That's fine. If you continue to fuck with my badge, then when you are alone in your vehicle, I'm going to let the Autobots, let the Decepticons know who the fuck you are. Remind you of your transgressions, of your choices that have led you to the point of where you believe you're above the law. And I'm going to let the Decepticons deal with you. If they don't, then the Autobots are going to let me know. And I don't think you really want CGI to come to Fresno County. I really don't think you want CGI to come to Fresno County, because some of it's been fucking fabricated, but some of it real. Some of it's very real. And to those bitches, and I do mean those bitches in LA who making all this bullshit, riot mentality, fire mentality, you guys using elements to destroy communities. If you are doing it for me, I never asked you to do that, first of all. Second of all, you didn't have a right to make those decisions. If you're doing it for somebody else, you best start giving me the fucking names now. Because you are considered an accessory to it. And there is nothing like a pissed off group of aliens from outer space who serve my agenda. Not because of anything. You think that you can conjugate them and conjure them with sex. You gonna make your choices. I gotta make mine, because Indionete has to survive. Tribe of humanity has to survive. Otherwise, our entire species is completely null and void. And if you're the cause of my species becoming completely null and void, I'm gonna send your ass to not hell, but to purgatory, because hell on this earth is nothing like purgatory. And I'm gonna ask the aliens to not touch you. I'm gonna ask the aliens to come tell me what your name is, or to bring themselves. I think the aliens from outer space should come talk to me specifically, because you think all these people scared of you because you're different. Show me them teeth, though. Show me them beautiful teeth. Just smile. When you don't smile, that means you either have a reason not to smile, or you've been told not to smile. We are a bunch of actors on this planet. Who are you acting for? Everybody wants to call themselves a director. Wonder who's running the show.